This is Josh Barnes for MTR1201 Sensors Assignment. I just wanted to do the first part of this video to go over the revised design. The only things I've really added are this shelf here, which holds the Arduino a bit nicer. I've 3D printed that. I've added the battery connection for a later date. Servo motor is still in the same position, and I've fixed the MPU6050 sensor. I had problems with the terminations becoming a bit loose, so I fixed them using hot glue to make the whole thing a bit stronger. The first test I want to show you today is just the extraction of the raw data. After that, I've got that raw data, I've calibrated it using the calibration data figures from the data sheet. I then removed the bias by averaging the samples, 500 values, to give me a final calibrated value. I had problems in my original code by throwing up weird values, and I figured out the calibration wasn't working properly. So I've just added to the code a serial print that shows when the calibration is in progress and then when the calibration is complete, to show that the process is done. You can see the code running right now, giving pretty good values. Not really drifting that much either. I thought I've printed the Z-axis to the serial plotter, as that's the one that's most relevant for the fish, and we can just see the movement here. So we're going to go in a positive value. We can see a positive spike, back in the negative, positive, negative. Pretty good data for the raw extraction. Thanks. This is my second attempt at the angle value code that uses the integrated raw values to determine the angle of the fish. I'm going to do some tests, starting by calibrating the fish at the 0 mark, and then moving it to a positive 90, or as close to as my cable will allow, and then to the negative 90. The revision of my code has, the main problem was I wasn't calibrating it properly. So I've actually put a calibration process in. It tells me when it's complete. You see the value of Z, which is the important value as far as this is concerned. I'm going to move this to the 90. We're at just about 90 there, so reasonably accurate, slightly off. I'm now moving it back towards the 0 position, and now we're into the negative range. Again, really hard with the cable and the way it's just positioned on my desk. Can't quite make it. The difference in degrees is about 5 to 10 degrees, which is pretty accurate considering how like the setup is here with the cable hanging off it. And that sort of stuff for now.